Super Bowl after beating the Chiefs last night. Brady threw 2 interceptions in the game, but he also led the Patriots on a 13-play drive to set up the game-winning touchdown in overtime. Brady and Bill Belichick are now headed to their 9th Super Bowl together. Let's take a listen to Brady after the win.
It's a great feeling. I think we've overcome a lot this year. Down but not out. And we found a way to play our best the last 4 games. Buffalo, Jets, had the bye, played great against Chargers, played really well today. And we're going to need one more great game. So that was pretty great way to end it. I was probably as excited as I've been in a long time. And, a lot of things, one play here, one play there, could have changed everything, but that's football. And just proud of our team.
All right, Shannon, how about this question? What % of the credit goes to Brady and what % goes to Belichick for yesterday's win?
Skip, I know this is probably going to be unpopular, but it's got to be 50-50 because Coach Belichick's defense, what they did the first half. If someone would have told you the #1 scoring team in all of football would have 0 points and 32 total yards in the first half and a turnover, what would you have said? You're like, you crazy. You crazy. Coach Belichick normally has great game plans if he sees you for the second time during the same season. You remember what happened when he faced the Rams, Skip, in the 01? He saw him early in the year. At home, they lost. And he came with a total... He's like, man, I'm giving y'all all these free releases. Y'all running up and down the field on me. That's not about to happen. Got physical, played some unconventional football from what we're used to seeing Coach Belichick play. But to see Coach Belichick come out and go cover 0, middle of the field is vacated. Put pressure. They got pressure on Pat Mahomes. Well, you can't blitz Mahomes with Tyreek and Kelsey. Coach Belichick said, watch me. I'm going to do what you say I can't do. And he got away with it. I mean, no one thought that they were going to shut the Kansas City out. No one thought they were going to be able to hold them down. And some of the plays that Pat Mahomes made, Skip, you can't coach against that. If the guy's going to break the pocket and throw the ball 60 yards, 40 yards over your head, there's nothing you can do about that. Because you look at... Gilmore, Stephon Gilmore. He's like, I'm perfect. I got Sammy Watkins covered twice. And then all of a sudden he wheels and runs up and Pat Mahomes throws the ball 50 yards over my head. What am I supposed to do about that, coach? But then, because Brady, I have to give 50-50. Had Brady not made those mistakes, I probably would have leaned 75-25 Brady. But Skip throwing an interception on the 1-yard line, that wasn't tip, that wasn't nothing. That was a bad play. And you think, you say the ball caromed off Edelman's hand. I think he got flashed by D Ford, and that's what happened in the ball carom. But anyway, I'm going to give him credit for overcoming that because he was spectacular late in the fourth quarter and in overtime. But it's got to be 50-50. Coach Belichick, I would have never guessed. If someone told me they were going to come out there and play cover 0 and they were going to blitz Pat Mahomes with that offense, I wouldn't have believed it. They choked off their run. They refused to let him run the football. They said, we want Pat Mahomes to throw it. We want the ball in his hands. Very few teams did that this year, said we want the ball in a guy's hands that threw 50 touchdowns for over 5,000 yards. Give both of these guys credit.
So for all the reasons you just detailed, I'm going to give Coach Belichick 25% of the credit. And that's high for me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with the credit I break down for the dynasty, in the big picture, which is 75-25. Yesterday, it was Tom Brady, 75, to Bill Belichick, 25, because all that mattered was keeping Belichick's sometimes sorry defense off the field. And he did that. Tom Brady did that. Tom Brady won time of possession 44 minutes to 21 minutes. In the first half, to your point, he won it 21 minutes to 9 minutes. Now, I was surprised and impressed by what you said. I was surprised and impressed they took Tyreek away. He caught 1 ball for 42 yards. And it was a hellacious good route, design, and throw into the wind. That was special. That's hard to stop. And that's against double coverage.
Correct.
And they took Kelsey mostly away. They kept him to a low roar. 3 catches for 23 yards.
He had 2 drops and a fumble that got negated.
He seemed like he was playing out of character, out of rhythm, like the stage was getting a little big for Travis Kelce.
And I think what happens, Skip, is hard, when you're a guy like this, like he is, that's used to getting the ball. Look how long he went before he touched the ball. It really wasn't until the second half when he got that touchdown when he first felt the ball. So he was never able to get to a rhythm where he was comfortable.
So what did they do? with that mush rush of theirs. They're just all standing up, moving around at the snap, and you can't figure out who's coming from where. And then it might be a slot corner blitz. It might be one of the high towers coming from inside. And they bothered Patrick Mahomes in the first half. They got to him 4 times in the game, which is, remember, this is the 30th ranked sack team.
Correct.
You know?
Yep.
30th in sacks, tied for 30th. And yet they generated pressure I didn't think they could. They held the 2 biggest weapons down. And yet, and still, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to remind everybody again, Patrick Mahomes had the ball just enough to score 24 points. He had the ball 3 minutes of the fourth quarter and scored 24 points. Well, if Tom Brady has time of possession that's closer to, 30 minutes to what, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
What if it's 30 to 30? It's a wipeout. They can't stop them.
Give him 30.
Yeah.
Give him 38-22.
Yeah.
Give him anything.
But 44 to 21.
Yeah.
Tom Brady went 13 of 19 on third down. Not all throws, but 11 of the 13 were passes. I'm sorry, 9. 9 of 13 because he went 9 for 11 on third down. That's for 119 yards. So he's the one who's possessing the ball. Keep away, keep away, keep away. And Patrick Mahomes just doesn't have the ball enough.
Right.
And the Patriot defense is mostly watching much of the game.
Yep.
So they're fresh the whole game. When they come in the end, they're still very fresh. I would give Josh McDaniels a little bit of the credit because I thought he called a clever game in the first half. He called 4 runs on third down in the first half that were just clever.
But you see what they were doing, Skip? What they were doing is that every time, and Tom did a great job of this, every time they brought nickel on the field, Tom would check to a run. He says, I'm going to run you out of this. Because remember, Sandy, the Chargers tried to play all those DBs. So they run them up out of it. Okay, Bob Sutton tries to counter. He brings 5 D linemen on the field. Okay, we're going to throw you out of it. Because you couldn't stop the run in any situation, now you're at the mercy of the Patriots. So we're going to dictate what we want you to play. Okay, we're gonna stay in nickel. And the next thing you know, they're running the ball with Sonny Michel and James White. But Skip, if you think about it early on, they were in third and short. All the third downs they were in early were under 4 yards. So now you're really at our mercy because we can run it, we can throw it. But James White made some unbelievable catches on third down.
He made a couple of runs on third down.
And that's what you have to have, Skip.
Well,
because they could be
dropped.
It's fourth down, you off the field, you're punting. You catch the ball, you stay on the field, and Tom Brady eat more time.
Where Josh McDaniels lost me in the second half was, we got to a crucial 4th and short, and it's just Tom Brady time. He is simply the greatest quarterback sneaker in the history of the league, and I can just show you the numbers. He's virtually unstoppable on 4th and a half yard sneaking the ball. He'll make the right choice. He'll go left or right.
Yeah, but Skip, as he's getting older, you don't want to be taking those headshots anymore.
Well, do I want Rex Burkhead taking like a sack around the knees?
Well, the guy shot the gap. Sorensen shot the gap. But at 41, Skip, do you really want him drop? Because you know guys know what's coming now.
In the AFC Championship game, I'm good with it. When the money's on the table, I'm good with it. Because I don't think anybody's going to hit him with a running start helmet to helmet. And you lost me there, and then you lost me. I don't know why Rex Burkhead took completely over for Sonny Michel. What happened on the other 4th down call in the fourth quarter? Brady checked out of a pass play. He kill, and he went to Sonny Michel, who happened to be in the game, I think, to throw it to him maybe. And he just split the guard and the tackle and hit it for like a 10-yard touchdown. And that was his one big play of the fourth quarter. The rest was Rex Burkhead. I'm assuming they look at Rex Burkhead as more of a power back.
Correct.
Maybe they trust him more with the ball in his hands with the game on the line. That he won't fumble. Sonny Michel's a rookie. So maybe Belichick decided, let's get him out.
The Chiefs had 31 points on 47 plays. Skip, that's unheard of.
It's unheard of. It's impossible.
With 21 minutes time of possession.
Well, so you go into the game knowing if my quarterback can keep it away from their quarterback, I have a chance. Now, he set tone early with defense, but not in the second half.
No.
Because they were getting exposed. just the way they got exposed in Foxborough.
Well, the thing is, Skip, is that you got to minimize. You got to keep the crowd out of the game as long as you possibly can.
Yep.
And they were able to do that in the first half of the ball game. Give them credit. But Coach Belichick coming up with this game plan is going to be very interesting to see because they don't face the Rams very often. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he's going to combat what they do because. And hopefully Todd Gurley, see, I still believe Todd Gurley's hurt, but a lot of people do not. We're going to talk about that a little later. It's going to be interesting because the Rams can run the ball with Gurley and CJ, and hopefully with another week in between the championship game and Super Bowl, Gurley can get a little healthy. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he approaches this game because they still have a speed guy. Now, Cooks is not as fast as Tyreek Hill, but he ran 4.32 coming out, and he still can fly.
Yeah, and Goff loves him. They got a good connection.
Yeah.
So I give 100% of the credit for yesterday to Robert Kraft for forcing Belichick to trade Jimmy G.
Man, I don't know if I've seen Mr. Kraft as happy the way he was banging on that window like a kid.
I know.
Mr. Kraft was so happy. Hey, Mr. Kraft, you know Mr. Kraft good. Yeah, I like this.
So happy.
I know you do.
I like Mr. Kraft.
You can't help but be happy for him. I mean,
well, Mr. Kraft and Mr. Belichick should thank their lucky stars for Tom Brady.
yeah.
They should thank Coach Belichick for choosing him because he bought all the grocery and determined what we're going to have on the menu on a given Sunday. And it's always delicioso.
I'm going to take the GOAT in the 6th round. I'll wait till the 6th round because nobody's going to take the GOAT in the second round.
Because they don't,
nobody's going to
they don't know what we know.
Oh, really?
The thing about a genius, they say genius sees things that nobody else sees and hits the target.
Huh.
Nobody saw that.
So Genius saw that 40-yard dash he ran and said, that doesn't matter.
You know what? I actually Googled it last night after the game because I was like, I need to see this again. Like, look where he started and look where he is now.
Who's gonna take a tight end, Skip, that's coming off back surgery in the second round? He did.
I'll give you that one.
Who's going to take an undrafted wide receiver, a quarterback, and say, you know what? We think you'll be a pretty good slot receiver.
I'll give you that, but it's still, it's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Got to respect the guy. Super Bowl number 9. How is he going to handle the Rams? Well, hey, we've got the Rams here next. Eric Dickerson. Is he going to admit that his team got just a little bit lucky yesterday?
Lucky.